All right, this past weekend he got a big win. It's Max Payne Griffin in the house. Welcome back, Max. Congrats on your W.
What's up? How's it going? How you guys doing?
Good, man. That was one of the gnarliest stoppages, due to injury, due to cut, due to break that we've seen in a while. Beautiful. I want to call it I think I saw more forearm. I mean, it could be that you were still turning the elbow, elbow, forearm, whatever. It did the job.
Yeah, I kind of, I knocked it off a little bit with that straight right over the left shoulder. About 30 seconds before that, right when he got hurt, it zipped him, and I looked on the replay yesterday, but it left like a 1.5 inch split. So I think actually it was a punch, and then that elbow in the clinch.
It's obvious that when somebody starts swelling up, like in the eye, especially in boxing, you see people jabbing that eye. How about in MMA with these hematomas or cuts? Do they just become bigger targets and bigger targets? Same thing with an ear, that has calcified like that. Are you even thinking about that, looking for that in a fight once it?
A little bit, to be honest. I started landing those jabs, started landing some shots. And then his face just started getting more and more damaged. Like, I saw a little mouse, and I saw blood, and more blood, and his lip was blood, and his eye was bleeding. And the more, I started seeing more damage, so I wanted to hit it more. Damage. I mean, I've been on the other side of that shit, so it was good to give it back, for sure.
Yeah, all respect to Ramiz Brahimaj. He even said some nice stuff on social media, thanking you for the fight, updating his fans that he's good. And, I'm sure he'll be back. But at the time, us hardcore fans, we've seen stuff like that. You fighters see that all the time. But once this thing started hitting like mainstream, man, people were like calling us savages. At least my friend. What kind of a savage sport are you involved in there?
Yeah, my mom was mad,
Your mom?
Yeah, my mom.
At you?
Yeah, for hurting so bad. I was like, Mom, it's happened. She's like, well, it's not something to be proud of that you have the most gruesome injury. You dish out the most gruesome injury in UFC history. They said it was worse than the Leslie Smith ear and that other guy who fought Kimbo. So I think it is the worst ear injury, appendage injury, in history, right? Or close.
Well, we were discussing that, and of course, we did mention Leslie Smith on Spinning Back Click. We were talking about all injuries we've seen. So there's been some, Frank Mir's broken a few shoulders and arms, and then the leg breaks with Corey Hill and Anderson Silva were up there. So I think you're on the Mount Rushmore of gruesome injury W.
Yeah, man. Like I said, when I seen it, I wasn't expecting it. I saw a little bit, hit it with the elbow. They were throwing up for that elbow. Actually told me to disengage, but they set up that elbow, and I kind of waited to get that overhook, and then whap, and started using the pressure on him again. I know he wanted to grapple, so I didn't let him. And when I looked, bro, I seen the ear from like an inch away, bro, and oh my God. That's exactly what I said. I said, oh my God, it's over. And then Mark Smith was there right at the same time. I knew it was over, bro. What I seen, oh yeah, that fight's over. I didn't want to hit him again, I didn't want to make it any worse, and jumped on the cage, had his freaking blood all over my face. I looked in the pictures, I have his blood in my teeth. Like, it was crazy, bro.
Is it getting uglier by the minute? Like, Halloween was the week before. All right. Listen, I could hear your corner and you communicating, and I'm not sure because you obviously briefed us about a month ago the addition of Team Alpha Male. You were working with them. You obviously longtime MMA gold winner. And then I saw a picture of all the coaches from both teams there because obviously you guys had a squad there for multiple fighters. But I really loved hearing you follow their instructions, especially a lot of it having to do with staying in the game, with the movement. You know what I mean? You were never an easy target to hit.
Yeah, I remember moving around in the fight a shit ton. But I finally watched the fight yesterday, last night, and Dominic Cruz, who's Mr. Footwork, had a lot of positive things to say about the footwork and how I wasn't even allowing him to shoot. Even I was taking away his even ability to shoot, and Trevor Whitman was going on to say about moving to that side, and that far side was making him hard to go that way, tripping over himself. Yeah, I've been working on my footwork, man. The guy's only good at his footwork, and I was pretty impressed when I watched back. Like, shit, that was some good footwork. So it's just something to build on and get better at.
Max, even in between rounds, we could see how amped up you were. It almost looked like you wished it was Pride, where there was a 10-minute round because you didn't want it to end. Does that all just go back to you having fun again, doing what you do?
It has to be. Like, usually you're in the round, and after the round, you're getting your water, give me the water. I was like standing there, like, yeah, I'll drink some water. They felt like 2-minute rounds, and if you ask my training partners lately, like, are these fives? I feel like they're 2-minute rounds. Like, I'm so in good shape and really know how to hold my energy now. Like, literally standing in the corner this time was like no other time. Like, I could have fought 10 rounds. And I increased my pressure, increased my volume, which usually you don't see from me. You usually see me come out hard, medium, and then at the end, they're fighting it out. This time I went out, and then went out, and then went out, and didn't slow down whatsoever. And I think the pace was hard to deal with as well, frustrating.
Afterwards, you threw out a couple names that I think got all of us, our mouths watering. Carlos Condit, Monte Luque, who doesn't want to see those fights? When you throw names out there like that, how soon before you hear back from management, from the matchmakers? Did any of them kind of
We'll see.
high-five you?
I've never called anyone out, really, or said any names. I'm usually on the other side of some stupid call. So it's like, I'm like, I'll fight who they let me fight, but I have action, man. And now that I'm comfortable, like, literally, like, my mental coach, and it was able to me to be authentic and truly have a good time. Like, I was smiling walking in the cage, talking to the cut man, like, hey, I'm about to have some fun. Really, I was smiling and really, really practicing it, and really had a good time. And that's what I do. You know what I mean? And it took me about to the second round to kind of get comfortable in there. So now I start to work on it, comfortable faster and do more. I have a lot more stuff to throw. I thought he was going to be shoot heavy, so I didn't want to shoot or do a lot of kicks, low kicks and stuff. I didn't want him to catch a leg or, but when I fight like this, I could beat everybody, bro. So, it was an exciting fight. I said it was going to be exciting. It was exciting before the cut, and then to chop his ear off and to go in history is a cherry on top. So, to these guys I want to fight, I just want to fight good guys. And I respect, Carlos Condit. I've always been a fan since his WEC days. I've always wanted to fight him. I mean, I fought Thiago Alves. I want to fight the greats of the sport, and he's one of them. And then Vicente Luque, he's my homie. But hey, he's so good. Just seeing him thrash all these guys. He thrashed Perry. He thrashed a ton of these guys, and he's a basher. I love it. I love that shit. And it would be sick. It would be dope.
I've been laughing for the last 2 minutes, man. You got to tell me, what does that mean? I'm usually on the end of a stupid call. What does that mean, that you're on the end of a stupid call?
Yeah, I've had so many split decision losses.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
You meant a phone call.
No.
Like, your manager's calling you, and you're like, man, another stupid call. Like, what? I'm trying to think. What does the stupid call mean? Does it mean like, hey, can you fight in 48 hours in Uzbekistan or something like that? Okay, you meant on a split decision call. I got
you. I can't can't call people out after you get I don't know. It's a lot better when I did everything I said I was going to do. Pretty much.
Those are two different call-outs. One takes you closer to being a contender. That's Vicente Luque. He's a ranked fighter. Carlos Condit You know, he was once an interim champion for the UFC, a champion at WEC as well. That's just more about, like, I guess, fighting maybe one of your heroes or
that's kind of what that's like. It just all this is I want to fight. You know, I mean, I'll fight anybody. I'll fight anyone they want, but since I haven't called anybody out. Yeah, I'm just trying to get a good fight. It's whatever, baby. Now, since I know how to fight like this now and I can have fun, you guys are gonna see some terror coming. I'm telling you, there's gonna be some brutal fights coming out real soon here.
I remember the interview we did. You said you were just figuring out angles.
Yep.
All right. So before you're on the end of a stupid call, and by that I mean a phone call, look, it's already November 9th. Wouldn't you love to have turkey and stuffing and mashed potatoes and then just do the normal Christmas? Are you resigned to just leaving it to 2021? Or is your phone ready and you're willing to answer in case
if there's something in like December? I mean, we'll see. Shit. Whatever, man.
You see what Paul Felder did today?
I have a baby. Yeah.
That's ballsy, isn't it?
I know. Awesome. He's a beast. Gingers have no fear, man. He's a monster, bro. Yeah. Much respect to Paul Felder. Yeah, he's a dog, man. Yeah, probably just took his tie off, you know, and he's going to go fight. So shout out to him, man.
You said you got a baby coming?
Yeah, February, a baby boy.
Okay.
So then it's got to be December or early January. It can't be February.
Got it. Okay.
I got to be there.
Much respect. Yeah. And then even then, you probably want to be.
Yeah.
You want to be there a few weeks after. So if you don't make it cut off of Feb or.
No, she gonna need me. Yeah. She's like, you better fight before the baby comes again, you know.
Right. Man, so how you feeling? Like, is this, I mean, you finished them. Look, they called it off. They waved it off. You put that damage on them. Was it any different from, like, a regular stoppage win? Is that a silly question, or was it different, like anticlimactic, anything?
No. It was seal the deal. I just want to seal the deal, you know. They said my last 7 fights or something. I haven't had a finish in 7 fights or something like that since 2014. So it's always going to the judges. To have that shit done was relief. You know what I mean? Like, I've been to the judges or on the other side for the last 7 fights, I think they said. Yeah, so for them to stop the shit and it's over, thank you. It was a relief, bro. It was a relief. Definitely.
Were you shocked you didn't get a bonus?
I don't ever think I will, you know what I mean? I've been wrong more than I've been right, you know.
You knocked someone's ear off.
Hey, what's his name? Steve-O thought I should get it too, you know. You never know. You never know. I heard the fight of the night was those Liverpool dudes. It for sure should have been the main event. Glover Teixeira and Thiago Santos. That should have definitely been fight of the night.
Could have been for sure. They went at it. They went back and forth. Even though Glover had that domination in round 2, round 1 and 3, there were times where Santos, knocked them down. So you're right. It was exciting. I was on the edge of my seat. You got a chance to watch it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, we sat at the hotel, but we watched it.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is awesome. You got your win. You had a busy 2020. You got the finish. Your finish was viral. You know what I mean? So
I'm on World Star.
Congrats, man. That's awesome. And hopefully, if your body can take another camp and you can squeeze one in before the kid, that would be great.
I'd love to. I'd be down for that.
Or someone else. And then if not, then hey, guess what? I guess it'll just be next March or April. But you're right. I like where your focus is as families first. And we just wanted to say congrats again, man.
Thank you, man.
Really, really entertaining fight. We don't ever get to see those type of endings too often. And I'm glad that the other guy, Ramiz, is doing well.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. All right, Max. Thanks for the time. Take care.
I'll see y'all.